All right, welcome back to the Traffic Masters Academy, and this is the second video of this module for Facebook advertising. So today we're going to create your very first ad to get you likes to your fan page. All right, so if you've never set up a Facebook advertising account, you're going to want to go to facebook.com/advertising and follow the instructions on this page to get you set up. And for you, those of you that already have done some Facebook ads, we're going to go to ads/manage, and this will bring you to what we're going to call the Ad Manager back office. This is your office, and this is where you're going to create all of your Facebook ads. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, if you're into your Ad Manager, you'll see your name here, the name of your account, and you're going to want to come over here to the right and click on this green button that says Create an Ad. And then from there, you're going to see a bunch of different options here that we went over in that first video, but the first ad that we want to create is the page likes ad. So click on page likes, and then you're going to want to type in your fan page that you created. So I've selected my fan page, and then you're going to have an option to upload 6 different images. I want to recommend that you take advantage of this and upload those 6 different images, because what Facebook is going to do is they're going to run this ad. You will have 6 different ads, and then they're going to start testing these ads against each other for you at no extra cost. And then once Facebook kind of determines which ad with each particular image, whichever image, once they determine which one is actually performing better, getting you more likes, they're going to start running that ad more for you. So there's no need for you to do any sort of split testing here, because Facebook is in essence doing this for you. Now, it's very important that you make sure that your image is 1200 by 444 pixels. One of the programs that I like to use is called Jing. You can see this little yellow sun up here. It's Jing. And what I basically do is I go and I find some images on my fan page, and I'll crop those out, and I will adjust the image using a program called Snagit, Snagit. Now I use a Mac computer, and I'll make sure that that image is this pixel size. It's very important that you do that. So any sort of photo editing software will work, but you want to make sure the image is that size. So you can see right here, right now, this image is the wrong size, 851 by 315 pixels. That's actually the wrong size. So what I would end up wanting to do is, let's go in and let me show you an example of what I would do to make that image the right size. So if I go over to my fan page, and let's just say that I want to go ahead and use possibly this cover photo right here. So I'll click on that, and I'll use my little Jing software program right here and crop this out. And I'll click Create the Image, and then I can edit in Snagit. And my Snagit will open up, and then from there, if I go back to advertise, I can see we need it to be 1200 by 444 pixels. So I'm going to be able to adjust that to the right size so I can upload that image. Now, what I do want to tell you here is, if you're only spending $5 a day to get likes to your page, I would suggest that you only do 2 images. So let's go ahead and adjust this. And one of the things that I like to do sometimes too is add like a little red border around this. And you can, if you decide to use Snagit, you can go through the instructions on how to do this, but I'm actually going to do it right now. So I've pulled out the image, and then I can use what's called paint. And then maybe I want to put, black border around it or a red border around it. And I can drop the paint in there. And there's a nice little red border. Now, from here, I need to edit it and make sure that I get the correct size. So resize image, and we need to make it 1200 by 444, and I'm going to click Apply. And then I'm going to save that to my desktop. Likes, let's call this likes images. And I'm going to put this on my desktop, and I'm going to click Save. Then I'm going to come back over here to Facebook, and I'm going to click on the X here and upload that image. So let's go to my desktop and actually find that image. Here it is. And once that uploads, I will have the correct dimensions right here. So you're going to want to find yourself 6 different images. And then if you want, you can also, which I don't necessarily recommend, but you can come in here and find images, because Facebook has a really awesome tool here called stock images. And maybe I want to type in something like social media and just see what comes up. And I can choose one of these images here, social media, and then click done, and it'll upload that image right here, and I can use that. But again, be very careful when you're doing that in the likes campaign, because if you're branding yourself, you really want an image of you and yourself, or your partner that you're working with. You're branding you. So I would not, in this case, upload that social media image here. I want images of myself, maybe myself speaking on stage, or just the profile picture, something along those lines. But for the sake of time, I won't upload the 6 different images, but you are going to want to do that. Now, if for some reason you come down here and you find that that image is cutting your head off or something along those lines, you click on something right here, this box called reposition the image. So if I reposition it, you can see that I could slide this image up and down, or I could slide the box over and around. But this is the perfect size image, so I don't have to do that. Let's see if I can get that red back in there. And then you just click done. But that's how you reposition the image, because sometimes when you upload images, it might cut your head off or it's not positioned correctly. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to add some sort of text here. You want to speak to your audience, because what I'm going to do in this situation, when we defined our audience early on, you want to speak to that audience. So I might say something along the lines of, looking, and we have 90 characters. If you look right here, you have 90 characters that you can use. So looking to build your business online using social media. Check out my page today for the latest tips. Okay, I said tops. Now notice how I went over the characters. If this happens to you, just think of ways that you can maybe cut out a few words, or if you have the word and in it, use this little symbol here. But this is too long, so we're going to have to think of something different. Looking to build your business online. Let's just take this out. Online using social media. Check out my page. Let's see. Visit my page. We could do that. Visit my page today for the latest tips. Visit my page today for more tips. There you go. That all fit there. So as you can see, this is what the headline's going to look like in the desktop of a news feed. You've got the headline here, which is your name. If you change that, social media expert, you can change the headline here, and that's going to show up only on the right-hand column underneath your name. So definitely add a little tagline here. Your name's going to be there. That's the name of your fan page. And then add a little tagline here. It's just important that you think to yourself when you're creating these ads. How can I speak to my audience? Imagine a person just sitting next to you, and you're just having a conversation with them, and you want to encourage them to come over and visit your fan page. That's how you want to speak to your audience on Facebook. So we've got social media expert. Now in this section here, this is called the landing view. We're not going to use this right now to get likes to our page, but I do want to explain to you what this is. Remember earlier in the last video, I talked about these application tabs where your offers are. You can set up an ad to drive traffic, so when someone clicks on your ad, they will end up going to one of these offers, but we're not doing that in this section. So right now, we just want this ad, when somebody clicks on it, to come straight to our timeline, because we want likes right now. We don't want to make people feel threatened or they're about to be pitched immediately. on the offers. We're looking to get likes. Now, what I also want you to do when you create this likes campaign is remove this ad from the right-hand column and remove this ad by clicking that button on the mobile newsfeed, because we want to create all these ads separately, meaning we want one ad in the desktop newsfeed, one ad in the mobile newsfeed, and one ad in the right-hand column. We don't want to run one ad in all these areas, because what's going to happen is Facebook is obviously going to start competing this against each other and start showing it in the desktop newsfeed more than the mobile. We want control of that. So after you remove those, we're going to come down here, and this is an advanced section. I'm not going to go into that now, but we need to go ahead and decide on the location. So choose one location. If you want to create another ad and target people in Canada, then create another ad, and I'll show you how to do that. But right now, we only want to choose one location. This is how we really are going to split test these ads, because what happens is if you start showing your ad in the United States and in Canada, Facebook's going to run this ad, and let's just say you're not getting a lot of likes from Canada. That's going to end up triggering to Facebook to start charging you more, because what they're looking for is the best converting ads, things that are getting likes in this particular situation. And if this ad is getting a lot of likes, you're going to get charged less per click. You're going to be charged maybe 1 or 2 cents a click. But if Canada, you're not getting any clicks from the audience that you've selected, it's going to hurt you and you're going to get charged more. So there's no way of knowing that unless you pull this out and only start with the United States. You want to keep them separate. So we're going to target the people in the United States. This is all creating your audience now. Where do you want this ad to show? So far, we're having it shown just in the United States. Age range. That's going to differ with everybody's offer. What is the age range of your audience? And then is your offer limited to only people that are over a certain age? So you need to choose that age range. So I'm going to go with 25. I'm actually going to go with, 25, and then all the way up to, let's just say 64. If you don't have any age limit, you can leave the dash here. Okay, gender, same thing. It's going to all depend on your offer. If you've got an offer that's only geared towards women, then choose women. If you have a fan page with an offer that's only geared towards men, then choose men. But in our situation, we can target all men and women. If you want to enter in just the English language here, meaning you only want to target people that speak English, then add in English here, okay? So you've got this option to choose the language. The next thing that you want to do is you want to come down here. There is this option for more demographics. I want to show you that this is available. In this situation, we're not going to use that, but it may apply to you. So I want you to know that this is available. Maybe you're looking to target people that are in a relationship status of being married. So what I've done here is now I've created an ad that's going to target people in the United States, age 25 and older, all men and women. They speak English, but they've got to be married. So Facebook pulls this information off of other people's profiles. So notice that that is here, but that's got to be specific to your offer. If it doesn't matter whether they're married, engaged, or single, then don't choose married. There's also this section here, financial. Maybe I only want to target people who are making over $50,000 or $75,000. You can choose more than one of these options. That is available too, but in my situation, it doesn't matter. There could be somebody who's earning less than $25,000 that could still buy my offer. But just go through this and see that these are available here. Parents, maybe you only want to target moms, ethnic affinity, home. Maybe you only want to target homeowners or people who are renting. Maybe you want to target people whose homes are over 500,000. This is an option available, but just remember you're limiting yourself to getting likes by really narrowing this down. So I'm going to close these out here because we're not going to use them. Now, interests. Here's where you need to really focus on who your audience is. So with my particular fan page, I am somebody who teaches people how to build their businesses online using Facebook. What are you? Ask yourself that. Are you somebody that teaches people how to earn income online? Are you somebody who teaches people how to build an MLM business? Are you maybe somebody who's teaching people how to live a healthy lifestyle? Are you somebody out there that's showing people how they can travel the world? Are you out there showing people how they can drink healthy coffee? Are you out there showing people how they can, get ranked on the first pages of Google? Those are the things you need to ask yourself. And once you know that, you've got to find where else they are on Facebook. So what other interests would they be interested in? So if you're in the health and wellness industry, then most likely you're going to find those people are going to be interested in health-related products. All right, so you can click on fitness and wellness and you can find, fitness and wellness, we're going to close that out. You can come in here and target people who maybe like Jillian Michaels. She's a big health guru. So this is what you need to be asking yourself. So in my example, I might say, okay, interest. I know that people want to build their businesses online using Facebook, probably like somebody like Gary Vaynerchuk. So I would come in here and add that in here. That's the process that you want to take here. So maybe you want to go out there and target other industry leaders. How about Tony Robbins? Look, I know a lot of people who are interested in Tony Robbins would probably like my page. Maybe I want to find another website. So maybe I could say, all right, I know that people would like my fan page would also be interested in Mashable. So I bet the Mashable audience would actually like what I have to offer. So you would put that there also. So you've got to really think. For me, I might go out there and target other network marketing companies because I help a lot of network marketers build their businesses online. So I might add that in here. Or I might go out there and find another fan page, Network Marketing Pro, which I know he has a big audience of network marketers and I know I could help them. So this is what we're doing here when it comes to the targeting. So you need to ask yourself, what other interest would your potential prospect also be interested in, and find that in here. These aren't just fan pages. There's all kinds of things. It goes from interest to activities to other pages that people have liked. Maybe they like running. You can add that in there. Maybe you have a product that helps runners. Maybe you have a product that helps people travel. You could add in maybe a travel magazine here. There's health and wellness magazines. There's women's health magazines. Maybe there's an affiliate marketing website out here. You could see if that's in here too, because you know that if you're wanting to attract affiliate marketers to your fan page, they would be interested in a particular affiliate marketing website. Your competition is also great. So I know that there are some other Facebook marketing teachers out there that I might want to come in here and add them in here. I know there are other industry leaders out there that I could plug in here as far as the interest goes. And I know that they would also like my fan page. So that's the thought process that you want to go through when it comes to adding in interest here. So what have we done here? So let me close this out. I'm going to add in a company called Magnetic Sponsoring. So what have we done? We're targeting people in the United States. We're targeting our ad to people over 25. They speak English. It's either men or women. And they also have an interest in magnetic sponsoring. The next thing that you want to do is you want to take a look at your potential reach. Well, right now it's fewer than 1,000 people. That's not a big enough reach. So I might want to come in here and add some more interest. Maybe it's My Lead System Pro. Maybe it's Mike Dillard. Maybe I want to target all the people that like Jonathan Budd. So make a list of some interest that you could potentially go out and target. Maybe it's people who like Jim Rohn or Robert Kiyosaki. They're going to give you some suggestions here also. So take a look at those and see. Maybe it's, Jay Kubasak. You can find Ann Sieg. I could come in here and, say the Ray Higdon, as I said earlier. Now, not everybody's going to pop up in here, but look, I'm at 108,000. I'm reaching 108,000 people. That's a decent amount of people to reach. So I've got a good set of interest in here. Once you think of some, put those in there, and then you're coming down to another section called behaviors. What the behavior section is this is a third-party company that works for Facebook that goes out and collects financial information. They go out and collect purchase behavior, residential profiles. Again, you're going to limit your audience if you choose this area, but know that this is available. Maybe you want to go out there and target business travelers or people who like to go on casino vacations or people that like to take cruises. This is simply you targeting purchase behaviors, intents, device usage. Some behavior data is available only for US audiences, by the way. But for a likes campaign, I don't typically like to use this section here. Now, you also have something called more categories. So you can find any Facebook or partner categories you've requested access to here. Some data is available to the US only. That's in this section here. So everybody's going to have something a little bit different here, but I'm going to skip that. Now, the connections, you want to make sure that you've got this box checked. Only people not connected to it'll have your fan page name here. Obviously, I don't want to create an ad and target people that already like my fan page. So I'm going to check this option here and make sure we're targeting people that are not connected to my fan page. Now, the campaign name, Facebook will give you a default campaign name, but if you want to change it, you just click on Change Campaign and you change it right here. I could say Michelle Pesco-Solido likes campaign. And you just click Save. Ad set name, you can just leave it at what it says right here, but if you want to add, something that's going to help you recognize it, you can add a different name here. It's all for you. It's not for anybody else to see, and you can always change this later. Now, our budget. I prefer per day budget, not a lifetime budget. If you've got $300 to spend for your lifetime budget of this ad, then divide it by 30 and then put in a per day amount. So I want to start with $20 a day. So I want to go out there and I'm going to run this ad, and as soon as Facebook spends my $20 for the day, this ad will no longer run till the next day. All right, so estimated daily reach, this is about what I'm going to reach daily. They give you that option here. If I decide to spend $50 a day, you can see that I'm going to start reaching more people. You can look on the right here to see that. So I'm going to choose $20 a day. I want this ad to run my ad set continuously starting today. You can set a start date and say you want this to start tomorrow. You can just put the date in there, but most of you just need to go ahead and check this box. So as soon as Facebook approves this ad, you can start running this ad continuously, starting as soon as they approve it. Now, this bidding option here, this is objective-based advertising. You have 3 options here. You want to choose optimize for page likes in this section. So what Facebook is going to do is they're going to go out there and they're going to optimize this ad to get you page likes. What they're doing is they're showing this ad to people whose behavior is most likely to like your ad or like your fan page. So you want to make sure that you choose this option here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place the order, but we're not done. We need to create a similar ad. So click on Create a Similar Ad, scroll down, and now we need to run this in the mobile news feed. So this ad will now show up only in the mobile devices in the news feed, and we need to remove it from the desktop. So once you've removed it from the desktop, now we've got one ad showing in the mobile news feed. Everything else stays the same. And we place the order. But we're still not done. We're going to create a similar ad. Push that again. We're going to remove it. We're going to add it to the right-hand side. Remove it from the mobile news feed. Go down. Everything else stays the same. Place the order. And click Continue. Now, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 ads running. Now, if you uploaded 6 different images, you're going to have 18 ads, meaning you're going to have 6 ads just like this running in. If you look over here on the right here, this is the placement. So we're running this ad on the right column of a desktop computer. If you uploaded 6 different images, you will have 6 different ads here with those different images, but I only uploaded 1 image. The next ad is an ad running in the news feed. If you look right here on a mobile device, and again, if you have 6 different images, you will have 6 different ads in that section. And finally, we have 1 ad running in the news feed of a desktop computer. And now you've got those different ads. So say you uploaded one image, now you've got 3 ads. Now, why do we split these up? Let me be more clear on that again. If we ran one ad in the desktop of a newsfeed of a mobile device, and then in the newsfeed of a mobile device and the newsfeed of a desktop computer, and on the right-hand side, if you had one ad running that, what happens is Facebook, again, is going to determine if you're getting good clicks. So if everybody is liking your ad that's running in the newsfeed of a mobile device, but not liking your ad on the right-hand side, meaning you're not getting clicks, you're going to get penalized by Facebook, and they're going to start charging you more for that ad running on the right-hand side because it's not clickable. You want the ad to be clickable because a clickable ad is a bonus for you because Facebook will charge you less. And there's no way of knowing that or for you to be able to manage that unless you split them up. So after we get into another video later on down in this module, I'm going to show you how to optimize those ads, and most likely you're going to be pausing some of those ads that are running on the right-hand side because it's not doing very well for you. It's not getting a lot of clicks. So it's best to split these ads up so you know which one's getting really good clicks, because that's the ad you're going to want to start putting more money into. There's no sense in running an ad on the right-hand side if you're not getting likes or you're not getting the results that you're looking for. So that's why we split these up, and it goes with anything that you're testing against each other. That's why you don't run this ad in Canada, the United States, New Zealand, and Australia. You want to run it in one location. So if for some reason you decide that you want to create a similar ad, all you have to do is come up here, click create a similar ad, and everything stays the same, but maybe we want to run this ad also in Canada. So we're going to add Canada in here. We're going to take out the United States. Whoops, I took out the wrong one. Canada. And we took out the United States, and we can place that order. And again, you're going to make sure you want to run this ad 3 places. So now we've got an ad right here running in Canada on the right column of a desktop computer. So you want to go back and create 2 more ads in Canada, and that would show up in the newsfeed of a mobile. Create another ad by just creating a similar newsfeed of a desktop computer. So then you would have 3 ads running in Canada targeting this specific audience. So always keep these separate, the location separate. You want to keep the placement separate. It's very important that you do that. So that's how you create your very first likes campaign. And now you're set to start getting likes to your page. And in one of the videos throughout this module, I'll show you how to actually read this to see how your results are doing and whether you need to pause an ad or if it's time for you to start putting more money into that ad. So right now you can see we've got 3 ads approved. This green light right here that says active means these ads are running. This one is still in review. We're waiting on Facebook to approve it, but these 3 were approved. We're spending $20 a day on this. If you want to change that budget, you come up here and click this pencil and you can change the budget. If you want to pause this entire campaign, you click this little status button here and it'll slide the button over and stop it. If you want to stop one of the ads in the campaign, you click this here and it slides over and it stops the ad. And if you want to see how much you've spent so far, you certainly can. So all this section here I'll have to show you in a later video once this ad starts running and we can start reading the results that we're getting. So that's all I have in this video. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video where we're going to create another ad to get you started getting some more traffic to your site.